ISIS bride is suing the Trump administration to bring her home. Hoda Muthana's family wants to affirm that she is an American citizen after Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said she was not. Muthana was born in New Jersey, but the government, I should say, claims her father was a diplomat at the time, which would bar her from American citizenship. So have they found a legal loophole to secure her American citizenship and allow her back into the country? Jim Hansen, who conducted counterterrorism operations, joins us now to explain. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.
So let's bring up, first of all, as we begin our conversation, what her lawyer had to say. And he says that Ms. Muthana has publicly acknowledged her actions and accepted full responsibility for those actions. In Ms. Muthana's words, she recognizes that she has ruined her own life, but she does not want to ruin the life of her young child. So what do you say?
I say that is a wonderful sentiment, and no one should hold an innocent child responsible for the crimes of their parents. However, she has been determined to not be a U.S. citizen, not by the Trump administration, but by the Obama administration, which revoked her passport in 2016 when they found that her father was a diplomat at the time of her birth. Therefore, she has no U.S. citizenship. The Trump administration is simply affirming that and saying, given her actions, providing aid and comfort to enemies of the United States during hostilities, makes her ineligible to come back, and we're not going to let her in.
Yeah, and let's take a look at that. The Immigration and Nationality Act that you were just speaking on, Title 8, it does say a person born in the United States to a foreign diplomatic officer accredited to the United States as a matter of international law is not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. That person is not a United States citizen. But there's a discrepancy as to the month that she was born.
And that seems kind of convenient that all of a sudden, once she's already left and gone to join this death cult, that they file paperwork saying, oh, no, I wasn't a diplomat a month before her birth. We'll find out. This is going to court. It will be adjudicated. And I hope they find she was never a U.S. citizen. But if they do find that she was, then I think that the United States should file both treason and material aid and comfort charges against her. And, I mean, I could actually see her becoming potentially one of the first female inhabitants at Gitmo. That might be a good way to deter others from deciding to do things like she did.
Yeah, you know, we see these pictures of her smiling. We've seen the pictures of she and her child. She left the United States in 2014. She was married to not one, but 3 ISIS fighters. The child was born to an ISIS fighter while she was over there. And before and right after she left, she posted on all these different social media sites, Twitter included, these threats and these statements where she challenged people to run over people in trucks. She actually challenged people to assassinate President Obama.
And in 2014, if you found enough information to decide you wanted to join ISIS, you also were well aware that they were chopping people's heads off and burning them alive in cages. She knew where she was going, and it's worth noting that President Obama gave Anwar al-Awlaki a Hellfire missile for not much more than the threats she made on social media. So she has committed terroristic acts, and whatever her status becomes, she either needs to go to jail for as long as we can put her in, or better yet, never sets foot in the United States again.
But she says she just thinks she needs therapy, that would help.
Yeah, I'm sure she can have therapy in prison if that's where she ends up, and she certainly needs it, but that's not the correct punishment for someone who joined a homicidal, genocidal organization like ISIS willingly.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, and people are fired up about this, so hopefully she will not return. Thank you.
Okay.